This channel is called the Home Strategist, not the Homeowner Strategist. Owning a home is not always automatically better. Sometimes renting is the smarter move, and not just apartments, but houses, townhomes, and condos. Renting can absolutely be strategic, and for some, deserves a second look. Today, I'll discuss why. I'm Dr. C, and you're watching The Home Strategist. I like reality. And the reality is, a home doesn't have to be owned to support your life strategy. Ownership is a tool, it's not a milestone. So let's discuss some of the markers that indicate you might be better off renting versus buying, at least for now. Here's something that I don't think we talk about enough. Home ownership assumes competence, not HGTV level skill, but functional ability. This is straight up my opinion, but I believe every homeowner should have at least some level of handiness or mechanical ability. Because if you own the home, you also own the systems: water, HVAC, exterior, irrigation, structural, seasonal issues, and of course there's the preventive maintenance that occurs all the time. If you don't know which end of a screwdriver to use, or how to shut off the water, how to change a furnace filter, how to spot early failure signs, ownership can become real expensive real fast. Because now you're hiring everything out. At that point, your home basically becomes a subscription service. Renting removes a lot of this burden, but only if it's structured correctly. In other words, if you rent a house, but you're still mowing the lawn, maintaining irrigation, handling upkeep, you're still carrying ownership responsibility without the ownership upside. So strategic renting means that we transfer that responsibility. Maintenance is included in our rent, lawn care, snow removal, exterior upkeep, all that is included. Otherwise, you're just renting ownership duties. You're throwing away money on rent and not building any equity. Not exactly. In the early years of a mortgage, you're mostly buying interest, not equity. On a typical 30-year mortgage, about 75 to 85% of your payment is interest. Not ownership, not equity, but interest. So early ownership is slow equity growth, very slow. In many cases, the appreciation of your home does more to raise equity than the amortization and the paying off of the loan. But appreciation is not always guaranteed, especially in the short term. Renters tend to compare rent payment versus mortgage payment. And you know what? Sometimes those numbers can look pretty similar. But ownership has a second layer: maintenance. This goes back to the handiness factor. You also have replacement and upkeep. So the industry rule of thumb is that homeowners are going to spend typically between 1% and 4% of home value per year on maintenance. And that 1% is crazy low, and I even think 4% is pretty low, even on a brand new home. So good luck with that. So on a $400,000 home, you're likely spending $4,000 to $16,000 per year minimum just to keep it up and running. That's not upgrades or equity builders, that's simply survival. So again, back to the laundry list: HVAC, roof, water heaters, appliances, plumbing leaks, exterior work, and there's also pest control and landscape that a lot of people forget about. Home ownership is a capital expense cycle. Renting converts that into something predictable that you can count on. Home ownership also requires tools and equipment and storage for all of it. A typical homeowner accumulates lawn equipment, ladders, hand and power tools, shop vacs, pressure washers, seasonal gear. Startup tool costs can often land between $1,500 and $5,000 in the first few years of ownership. Aside from hanging pictures and assembling your IKEA purchases, renters pretty much outsource all of this entirely. Ownership rewards time, but renting rewards flexibility. If you're in some sort of career transition, maybe a geographic transition, a lifestyle transition, or you're approaching retirement, short timelines make ownership riskier. Transaction costs alone often run a minimum of 8 to 10% of home value. So this is divided up between things like commissions, closing costs, moving, which can be really expensive, and just general preparation. That can wipe out years of equity very quickly. Renting may be smarter if you lack maintenance ability. You value your mobility. You're not sure where you want to live long term, what neighborhood you want to be in, or even what city you want to be in. You expect a move within 5 to 7 years because of your job or some other reason. You want predictable housing costs. You prefer outsourcing property risk, especially in a slow market. Or you don't want your weekends owned by your home. I see a lot of young adults who are depressed and upset about having to rent. Look, renting is not failure, it's just allocation. Ownership trades flexibility for control, whereas renting trades control for simplicity and, yes, flexibility. Home ownership can be great. I love owning my own home, but it often looks a lot better on paper than it does in reality. The Home Strategist question isn't, should I own? It's which structure best supports my life right now. Thanks for checking out The Home Strategist. If you appreciated this content, give us a like, drop us a comment, and please subscribe to the channel.